Hello students, today we will discuss the applications of IR spectroscopy. No two samples will have identical IR spectrum. That is the reason why IR spectroscopy helps in identification of unknown compounds. Especially fingerprint region is significant one. Fingerprint region is between 1500 to 400 per centimeters and the spectrum of a given compound will be unique in this region and therefore it can be distinguished between other compounds. So fingerprint region is important because each compound produces its own unique pattern of peaks just like a fingerprint of human beings in this region. Once you think you have identified an unknown compound, you can compare its IR spectrum with that of a known sample of the compound. Small differences in structure and constitution of a molecule results in significant changes in the peaks of this region. Major thing is sample and reference must be tested in identical conditions like physical state, temperature, solvent, etc. IR spectroscopy helps in qualitative analysis of a sample. At the same time, it also helps in determination of force constant. As we all know, the frequency of an enharmonic oscillator is 1 by 2 pi c square root of k by mu in terms of per centimeter units. So, from this omega bar E, that is frequency of an enharmonic oscillator, can be drawn through the spectrum, and pi, c and mu are constant for that molecule. As we all know, c is the velocity of light, mu is the reduced mass m1 m2 by m1 plus m2. Therefore, k is a force constant where you can calculate k, force constant k, by just seeing the spectrum. So, force constant increases with the multiplicity of the bond. For C single bond C, it is 4.6 in 10 power 5. For C triple bond C, it is 15.8 into 10.5. As the force constant increases, the strength of the bond also increases. And the third application is, it helps in determination of purity. Whether the compound that we are having is pure, or it is mixed with any impurities. IR spectra is a successful tool to find out the purity of a sample. Any impurity in the sample will show some extra absorption bands, reduce the sharpness of the individual bands, and generally there is a blurring in the spectrum. That means it may be different from the exact pure sample spectrum. So by comparing the IR spectra of the pure compound and impure compound, then you can detect the impurity of the compound. Conditions for detecting impurity is more favorable when the impurity has a strong band in IR region. For example, ketone impurity in hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbons does not have any band at 1720 per centimeter, but ketone has a characteristic band at 1720, that is because of carbonyl group. At the same time, presence of B wax in petroleum wax. B wax consists of long chain esters and they show different peaks because of acids and alcohols, whereas petroleum waxes are mostly branched long chain alkanes. So this is one of the major difference. At the same time, you can also identify functional groups in the organic molecules. So as different functional groups in the organic compounds have the characteristic values of K and mu, that is different functional groups will have different force constant values and reduced mass. They will absorb at characteristic frequencies in the spectrum. If you observe the diagram here, you can see at 2200 to 2400 a sharp band, that is surely because of CN bond and C triple bond C. So thus the presence and absence of certain functional groups in the compound is confirmed because of the IR spectrum of that particular compound. And we can also distinguish intramolecular hydrogen bonding and intermolecular hydrogen bonding. If you take series of IR spectra of the compound at different dilutions, as the dilution is increased, the absorption bands due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding diminishes, whereas intramolecular hydrogen bonding is unaffected due to change in concentration, or it is independent of concentration. And most important one is, we can also elucidate the structure of a compound, which gives valuable information regarding molecular symmetry, dipole moments, bond length and bond strength. Other applications of IR spectra are, it helps in distinguishing positional isomers of a compound, unknown contaminants in the industry, to identify odor and taste components of the food, biomedical studies of human hair to identify disease states, determine atmospheric pollutants from the atmosphere, and also examination of old paintings, rapid quantitative analysis of mixtures of compounds. It also helps in milk analysis, and most important application is in forensic analysis. But still there are some strengths and limitations. IR alone cannot determine the structure of a compound. This is a major limitation. It can give the functional group of a compound. Some signals may be ambiguous. The functional group is usually indicated. The absence of signal is a definite proof that functional group is absent. This is a strong strength of the IR spectrum importance. Correspondence with known sample. IR spectrum confirms the identity of a compound. Not possible to know the molecular weight of a substance. We cannot calculate the molecular weight, but we can calculate the molecular formula to some extent. Do not provide information on relative positions of functional groups, but it gives exactly what type of functional group is present in the compound. From the single IR spectrum of unknown substance, it is not possible to know whether it is a pure compound or a mixture of compounds. Always we have to compare the pure spectrum with the spectrum of the compound mixture we have.